How's it going, guys? How to Nation here, back again with another video, and today I'm showing you guys the best setting for a competitive Fortnite. So the first thing we have is going to be going into your settings and changing your window mode into full screen. Make sure you have it on full screen, because if you don't, then you're basically at a disadvantage, just because you don't have your whole screen covered with Fortnite, you know. So you might want to have that going on, because if you don't, then you could accidentally click out just because it's not full screen. But anyway, and then for the display resolution, just change it to your monitor. It usually is either 1920 by 1080 or 1280 by 720. Make sure your 3D resolution is at 100%. And then for the frame rate limit, you can either have it on unlimited, or you could have it on your monitor's refresh rate. It all depends on which one you want to choose. I like to go unlimited just because I don't want to be limited to anything. Even though my monitor is a 144 hertz, I could put it as that. But for some people that don't have gaming monitors, you should be good at 60 hertz, because that's what the refresh rate is. And then for Vsync, you want to have that definitely off, and motion blur off as well. Show FPS could be either on or off, depending if you want to see your FPS. And then for the view distance, I used to think that you used to be able to see people further if you had it on Epic, but it turns out that it's basically the same thing. It doesn't really matter. So you could have your view distance on near. The only thing that you're missing out on is seeing like special effects like bushes, or like maybe even some buildings. If you have it on near, you won't be able to see those things. But anyway, and then the shadows, if you are playing this game competitively, I guess that's how you say it, right? Anyway, you're definitely gonna want to have shadows off, because everyone has their shadows off, even Ninja and stuff, because it puts you at a big disadvantage having those on. It does make the game look a bit nicer, but anyway, anti-aliasing is also gonna have to be off. It's gonna make the game edges look jaggedy, I guess, but that's kind of good, because then you can, like, the buildings and the people don't blend in as much, and you'll be able to notice people more better, I guess. And then for the textures and effects, I want to group those together, just because those are what make the game look nice. If you have a really bad computer, you might want to keep this on low. However, if you have a good computer to like high-end computer, you could keep this on medium. I like to keep it on medium or high, just because it makes the game not look like mobile Fortnite. Because if you have it on low, double low, it makes it look really ugly. So you can at least make the game look decent looking while you play competitively, you know. And then for post-processing, this is the thing that drains most of your FPS. You're going to have that at the minimum or the lowest, basically, and that's gonna really help with your frames, but it's gonna also be the most drastic in making your game look uglier. But yeah, you're playing this game competitively, so you know, who cares? So anyway, I would go with stretched, but I already do have a video about this on my channel, so go ahead and check out that video about playing stretched. It does help out a bit, but it makes the game look even more ugly, and usually sweats only use it, so you know. And then going quick on some, you know, game settings, some of these you should just leave default, but then some of them, like the aim assist, you should always have on. Edit mode aim assist, you might want to keep that off, just because I've heard it messes people up. And another thing would be the auto material change. You obviously want to have that on, just because if you guys did play Fortnite when it first came out, they didn't have this, so you would be stuck like trying to build something and you didn't notice that your material was all used up, and you'd basically die because you thought you had material, but you ran out of material for the material thing you had. Those were the only ones I wanted to point out. The rest of them you could just leave on default. And yeah, so that's pretty much the whole video. It was kind of short. I tried to make it short, you know, that's what my thing I do, make short videos. I can't really do 10-minute long videos, just because, you know, they take up time, and I don't understand how people watch 10-minute videos. But anyway, hope you guys liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe for more awesome content like from me, How to Nation, and until next time, How to Nation out.
All the things you said, all the things that run through my head.